Hello, we're streaming again. So I've been doing some I have been doing art practice off camera, and I just realized we haven't pinged the Discord yet. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna ping the Discord. All right, we have pinged the Discord. I didn't put a link with it this time, but it's all right. Everyone's got a link to it very easily. So we actually have a bit of announcement. So I have been working on a VTuber model I don't know, I've been kind of playing with it off and on, but I decided to end up making a Vroid model. So I'm not entirely sure how to be a VTuber, or even if I want to be a VTuber at this point, but I'm slowly trying to build up skill sets, and it's something to try. If we try it for a little bit and I don't feel like I like it, then we'll end up getting rid of it. But for now, we're gonna try out being a VTuber. I mean, there's no harm in trying it, so we're gonna try it out. So that's about the only real news. Then my stream manager is finally working again. I don't know why it wasn't working from the start, but now it's working again. But now it's working again. So I'm quite happy about that. It's really nice. So we're going to be starting off, we're going to be doing some head sketches. And this time we're going to be working off of a rough reference that I got. Really, it's just kind of framing heads. So there's not really a whole lot of reference needed. And hopefully we can get started and then continue this into our final sketch that I'm going to be working on. Because I'm going to try to draw a seasonal picture of QT for the Twitter. Because QT is festive. And it's also free content. Alright. So if we like one of these, we'll just blow it up later. Okay, I just realized we're in white. We should not be in white. But I do like this circle. So we're just gonna make it black. And then we're going to go back to our normal brush. Okay. So I have been, what the, there it is. I worked a little bit earlier today trying to get heads down a little bit more, because I'm still struggling at heads. Like, I'm not gonna lie to anyone here. Like, I'm still struggling at the heads. Heads are being difficult. Like, I understand anatomy, but head anatomy and how the head's shaped and everything, I don't know how to really do it, but we're trying to figure it out. Slowly but surely, we're trying to figure it out. So then we're going to take this line down. So really what we should have done is taken this line in a little bit and then out right at the edge. Which this, I'm not going to lie, I don't know how I feel about that line in general. Okay. So one thing I did notice is we've squished the head. So we got to do this. So we're going to make the jawline, we're going to fix the jawline. Because the jawline, okay. I think we screwed up the jawline again. Yeah, I think we screwed up the jawline again. We did. Okay, but we can get... One of these lines, I'll eventually get the jawline fixed. I think we just do that. We'll have the jawline completely fixed. No, it feels like it's... I don't know. I feel like I might be being too picky at the moment. I might be too picky with how I'm making this. But at the same time, We can always change it a little bit. Wait, I think I might have an idea. Nope. Gotta take this out, make it slightly more like that. And that's looking better. Okay, so now I think this face is being faced slightly downwards. So we're going to go and we're going to put these lines facing a little bit more down. Alright. Now we got some of our most basic structures in. So now we can start working on this. So, since this plane, so the right side of the face is a little bit closer to us. So the eye is going to be a little bit more elongated in this case. The eye is going to be a little bit more elongated. So we need to, so it's not as curved. So we're going to just go, we're going to take the eyebrow out like this. We'll take it down a little bit. Now I like to take this line and sweep it up, which represents the edge of the eyelash. Then it goes down. And then we meet these two in together. And I think that's looking pretty okay. So then we take this line in a little bit like this. We're going to make the... I'm not very good at drawing the irises. I always feel like my irises are looking funky. We're going to do that. And then we're going to show that this is a bottom eyelash. I don't know what the technical term is, but it's the eyelash on the bottom eyelid. I don't know if there's a technical term for that. There might be. I could be wrong. We'll just frame that in. Okay, yeah, okay, I don't really like how this iris is looking, so we're gonna redo it. We're going to redo it to be slightly more elliptical. Okay, that's looking alright. Then we can put a little bit of a glimmer in there. And in there. Yeah, it's not looking bad. It's not looking bad. No, I don't really like that nose. So the nose is going to be located about right here. No, slightly more up. Slightly more up. I'm just kind of winging it. Like, we're being a little bit rough. But if I don't like it, we'll just change it. If I don't like it, we'll just change it a little bit. It'll be fine. Alright, now we're going to slowly start to work on the other eyeball. So we're going to get this line in here, and this one's actually going to be a little bit more curved because it's slightly foreshortened. This line is being slightly foreshortened, I think. This is feeling a little wide. Like, wide eyebrows are good, but if it goes too wide, then it seems funky. Alright. But this side is actually, so this side is wrapping around the face. So I need to show that a little bit. So this is actually being wrapped around and in the face, so it's going to be slightly more curved as well. Then I can take this, I can blow it out. I can take this and take it over. Okay. And that's got our second eye shade, our second eye roughed in. So I am going to go in, and I'm going to just darken up the eyelashes. Yes, eyelashes. Have I been saying eyebrows this entire time? I might have been saying eyebrows this entire time. I did that last stream too. I did that last stream too. I said eyebrows like the entire time. And then I realized that I was like, oh, I've been saying eyebrows. Okay. And then we get this little one in there. And then we got this little one in here. Because it just makes it look slightly nicer if you give the iris these little white spots. I made this eye smaller by accident. Okay, we're just gonna resize it. It'll be alright. Yeah, it'll be alright. We made it slightly too small, but it's good. It's good. Alright, we're gonna just darken in this eyelash. We're gonna give her a big old smile. So then, I don't know a whole lot about teeth. I know the canines exist. Okay, yeah, that's not the worst. The eyes are different. So, if I was gonna critique, the eyes are different. I'm still getting the hang of eyes though. But as far as the rest of it, I'm actually kind of happy with how it turned out. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with how it turned out. Like, so the face appears to be getting wider as it's going down, which was not intentional. That was not intentional, which it might not be, but it looks like it's getting. It just looks like it's getting wider, and it probably is a little bit. So what I think that is I didn't take this side in enough, but I still took this side out. So what I think I actually needed to do here was take this line in a more pronounced angle and then take it down. And we're just gonna try it. You know, we're here. We're already critiquing it. We might as well check and see if that fixes part of the problem. Okay. I also kind of tilted this bottom a little bit. I also kind of tilted all of this. There's not really an easy fix for it. It's just there. We can make that, and that's slightly better. But we're going to move on to the next one for now. So we're just going to go in. We're going to place another circle just about like this. Alright. So I'm going to take a drink of water. going to try to do a face on the other direction. This direction I might be slightly more comfortable with, but I'm not going to say for certain whether I am or not. Just take it straight down from the circle. I think I need to just kind of take things down a little bit more. Maybe. Okay. Actually, might have been better if I started with the... I actually want it to be slightly facing up. So we're just gonna get rid of all this but the circle. I've changed my mind how I want to frame this face a little bit. So if it's facing up and slightly to this side, our face line is going to look a little something like this. And we're not going a huge angle, we're just going a normalized angle. Just ever so slightly. So even though none of this makes sense to me, like this flat area, I'll be honest, I don't know how it works yet. And I've been trying to figure it out, but it doesn't work for me. Okay, so we're going to take this then down. And we'll take it over. And then here they are. How's that look? This bottom side looks too flat. So we're just going to fix that really quick. And what about that one? We're just playing around with some of these lines a little bit. I'm trying to figure them out. Okay, so we take that. I feel like this area needs to be slightly more a softer edge. Maybe? We'll try that. We will try that. And then from the bottom of this, all right. Okay. So once again, this is now this side, the left side is facing more towards us, so it's going to be slightly more flattened out. So it should be slightly more flattened out. Okay. I'm going to curve this top part just a little bit more. Okay. And then we curve this line just ever so slightly, because the cheek line and everything will be pushing up on it. We're just going to continue to do the same little eyelash things that we were doing. And all right. Ta-da! We Put this little thing in here. And that's not a bad looking eye. I gotta say myself, I don't think that's a bad looking eye. Now on the other side. And it's really hard to get your eyes the same. Like there's professional artists that go and just will copy their eyes, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'll be honest, there's nothing wrong with that. That mentality is entirely healthy. I'm just not, because I'm trying to. That's really good if you know what you're doing, because then all it's doing is just saving you time. But right now I'm just learning. So I don't care to go through the steps of, okay, we're creating it, we're playing around with it, we're trying to figure out why this is shaped the way it is, etc., etc. So I'm fine making the two different eyes and then being like, okay, this one's slightly different, that one's slightly different in this way, because it helps me get a little more practice. And I don't think that's really odd at all. So then we're gonna just curve that line slightly. Do this going off of it. Actually, don't like how that one's framed. So we're gonna fix it just slightly. Yep, we're just gonna fix it slightly. Put that in there. All right. I say, I don't think these are looking too bad. I'm actually quite enjoying them. We're gonna darken this one in just a little bit because it helps us see it. It helps. Okay, so basically your mind works by a lot of just color recognition. And yes, it has shapes too. But if I can just darken this in, it makes it a lot easier for me to see this. Yeah, like are the eyes perfect? Probably not. I'm actually not liking this bump too much. I want to less accentuate this bump. Okay. I think that's actually looking better. Maybe. I think. Actually, the eyes are placed just a little far up. Yeah, the eyes are placed just a little far up at the moment. Where the rest of the face is placed just a little far down. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna use handy dandy tools. And we're gonna take it and move it somewhere else. I'm actually gonna erase all this in here. Then we're gonna move it again. Okay, I think that's gonna be good. I think we can fix it from there. Yeah, I think that's looking better. I think we can work with that. Yeah, I think we can work with that. I think that's looking actually really good. Like we're definitely getting a lot faster because we're 20 minutes in today and we already got one head done, another head sketched out to a point where I'm actually kind of happy with it. And I just poured water down my shirt. Hooray. Okay. Get the teeth in here. Alright. Yeah, I don't think that's looking too bad. Go ahead and put an ear on it. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put an ear. So, my critiques. I think that I took the head part out too far. There, that's actually, oh my gosh, that's actually pretty good. Like, compared to where we were a week ago, I'm pretty proud. Like, this is a lot better. This is a lot better, guys. I'm really proud of where we've gone in a week. Because, like, it's just small steps. It's just small steps. Like, I just go, I put on some guides. I watch through them. Another thing I've been doing is, while this isn't the greatest thing to do in the world, but, I don't know, I've just been putting on guides mostly. I do art studies of other people's artworks, and I figure out how they constructed the face, and I feel like doing that for the last week, although I'm really not happy about this ear, actually. We can fix this ear. Yeah, we can fix the ear. How about that? Yeah, maybe it's a little. Maybe it's a little. But honestly, or not even that one. Compared to where we were a week ago, I think this art's looking a lot better. Like, we've been practicing heads for about the last week because I'm not the greatest. But I'm really liking how the heads are turning out at this point. So we're just going to go ahead and start constructing another one, because the more practice the merrier. We've been doing about 10 heads a night whenever we've been streaming. But I don't know if we'll do 10 tonight. We might not. It really depends on how we're going. So how are we going to do this face? How do we want to do this face? We're going to change the side. So I don't want to be able to only draw faces that look in this side, even though I am better at this side. I do want to do faces looking the other side, which this was the first one. That was warm up. Now we're actually getting into it. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna bump it in a little bit, and we should actually define what way the head's looking. We did the other one going down on this side, so we'll do this one looking up a little bit. We'll do it looking up. So our eye line is going to be a little something like that. And then a little something like that. Maybe them are going down a little bit too far. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Then we put the circle on the side, and that represents this flat part of the skull here. Even though, I'll be honest, this flat part of the skull, like, I still don't completely understand it, but everyone tells me to use it. And then this line you go down, which I don't know. If I do it over here, I don't like it as much, so I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know what I did wrong, but if I go this way, the face just looks just a little bit too long for me. I don't know. Personal preference, I guess. Yeah, I definitely took this down a little bit. I took this down a little bit too far. We can fix it. We can fix it. It's easy to fix things earlier in the sketch. The earlier in the sketch you start fixing things, the easier they get, the easier they become. So this one will start about right here. We're actually going to try to use this little bump thing here. So some people draw it with this little bump. I haven't been able to figure out how to get it to work. I haven't entirely been able to figure out how to get it to work. Maybe I'm just being too... Maybe I'm just being a little bit too extreme with it. And that's possible. That's possible. Even now, these eyes are still tilted. We're gonna have to fix this. At least I think they are. They might not be. We might go back and end up changing them again to revert this fix. But we'll figure it out. Yeah, it's looking alright. So, alright. Just gonna start with the eye like this. We're actually gonna take this up a little bit. Because this side is being foreshortened a little bit. So it's gonna curve a little bit more. And this can come down more. I'd say it's gonna come down to about here. So then we're going to just take the eyebrows and do a little. Okay, there we go. That's seeming way too boxy. That's seeming way too boxy. We're going to fix that. Alright, we're just going to start with an oval-ish, almond-ish shape. We're going to start with this oval-ish, almond-ish shape. So we're going to define the eye like this. And we define the bottom edge like this. Alright, then we're just darkening this in a little bit at the moment. Alright. Well, where am I? Ironically, I can just ride that line down. I was like, where's that line? What is that line connected to? What is it doing? Okay, this is actually going to be slightly more curved. Yeah, because this side's going to be quite curved in. Alright. I think that's looking pretty good. Yeah, it's not looking bad. That's not looking bad at all. Yeah, I think that eye is looking pretty good. Like, it's not exactly how I wanted the eye to look, but it's looking alright. Oh. Alright, so we're gonna try to kind of make that shape again. This one's looking a little bit more elongated. This one will be slightly more elongated. Actually, I kind of forgot the little spikes. Spikes for the bottom eyelash. Okay. Get that in. We'll frame this part of the eye. And we're gonna cut this side in, we'll cut this little down, and that'll make the triangle shape. And we can do that. That's one thing I actually want to do. I want to be curving this slightly more. Like, I'm going really boxy with the eyes tonight. I don't really want to be doing that too much. It's not the most realistic thing in the world. Okay, that's looking a little better. I don't like this little square up here. Yeah, I don't really like that square up there. Man, Among Us ruined art partially. Because all I can see is just Among Us as the irises. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not what I intended. But that's all I can see. It's just like, here, there we go. Among Us. Like, that's all you need, and you know what it is. And it's like, art and Among Us, art and Among Us. Get the eye in. Did I say eye? Nose. And we'll kind of do the first face again. That is, there we go. I was gonna say that is way too circular. There you start getting into scary stuff. I don't know, I'm kind of liking this grin. Yeah, I'm really liking this grin. This needs to move back a little bit. Just slightly. Alright. It's not looking bad. I mean, that ear's looking bad, but other than that, it's looking pretty alright. There we go. That ear's looking slightly better. Maybe this needs blown up a little bit. Not much. Rotate it slightly. Just ever so slightly rotated, maybe. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. I'm pretty proud of how we're doing. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of how our art's doing. I'm liking it. This one's still probably my favorite for tonight, but let's see, how many have we gotten? We've gotten 3. All right, that's not a bad start. That is not a bad start. If I do kind of like that. I don't know if this was right. We're just playing around with it at the moment. We're gonna straighten that out. We're gonna take this jaw down and see what they look like in the middle. Okay, that is way too accentuated. Like, it's okay if it's accentuated a little bit, but that is way too accentuated. How am I? I'm consistently doing the same problem. I'm consistently doing it. I don't know exactly how to fix it, but we're consistently doing it. Alright. There. That's kind of getting it. There, that looks better. Okay. Yeah, we're doing pretty alright. Yeah, now this is starting to look better. We still have a few things to fix, but we're slowly fixing them. Alright. We're going to round this edge just a little bit, because it seemed just a hair sharp. And now, from this angle. What do we have in here? So nose is going to be right about here. The eye is going to be a little bit like... Yeah, the eye is going to be a little bit like this. No, way too accentuated. Way too accentuated at the end there. Alright, we can fix it. We can fix it. That is seeming very, very rectangular. Yeah, that feels very, very rectangular. Yeah. So, what I think actually needed done was this line needs to go down in order to look normal-ish. Because the thing is we're looking down. Whenever we're looking up, yeah, it's gonna be that curve in. But whenever we're looking down, it's gonna be the kind of exact opposite. Ta-da. Now we're gonna blacken these colors just a little bit. Yep, we'll blacken them in just a little bit. And that's not looking horrible. Yep, that's not looking horrible. Okay, so we're gonna then kind of try to do a bit of the same thing with this eye. Just a little bit, just a little bit. So we're gonna take this side up. Let's see, based on where this one is, probably around here. No. No. Okay, that's not looking bad. Okay. All these things, we're looking good. I think we're looking good. Like we've made definite improvement over last Monday's streams. Whenever we was just starting to learn when we was just starting to learn, we have made a lot of progress since then. Oh, that was my knee. I just slammed it into my desk. That kind of hurt. I'll take that up. Take that down. And I don't know, something like that. That seems odd. I think it needs to be bigger. I have a habit of making the mouths way too small. I also don't think long enough. Try that. How's that? Nope. I think that needs to go up slightly. I just realized I haven't been like putting eyebrows on any of these. just realized I haven't really been putting eyebrows on any of these, so I need to go do that. Not that one. That one doesn't matter. Rude. I know, rude. I just was like, nope, nope, not you. You don't matter enough. You're not a special enough child. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's actually not looking horrible. Okay, yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm kind of liking how these faces are turning out. Like, they're all still in really, really, really early sketch phase. But I'm liking how they're turning out. Yeah. We're doing really well. We've made great progress on our understanding of face anatomy. You know what? I'm gonna draw a little bit of anatomy here. Let's see, we got. This is like she's holding something. She's just hunching over, being a fucking gremlin or something. Yeah, this is like she's just hunching over, being a gremlin that. No, about like that. I'm just keeping these loose. I'm honestly just kind of screwing around at this point. Because I'm a little bit better at normal anatomy than I am at, man, I completely lost my words there. I'm slightly better at regular anatomy, just with the body as a whole. I slightly understand it better. This is actually all going to be moved up. You're going to have a little bit of a dip here, which makes a triangle go into there. You got these things right in here. I'm also not the greatest at the chest area, so this gives me a little bit more of an excuse to practice in that area. So we start out, and then we get them here. Maybe, I don't think this one goes as far out. Maybe I drew the first one a little too small. Yeah, I did. I did. And I mean, these are, like, not realistic in the slightest. I'm just messing around. I'm just messing around. I'm postponing actually working on the rest of the sketch. Okay, we're moving on. Okay, so that one was that way. So we're gonna move the face back to facing the right this time. Yeah, this circle on the side, I don't know. Yeah, I still don't know. It's looking a little lopsided, but it's also okay. So then we do this. Then we take this going straight back. We allow this to go in. And this to go down. That connects all that. It's not too bad of an eyebrow. Not eyebrow, eyelash. I'm once again saying eyebrows. Why am I continuing to say eyebrows? I'm not. Hey. I always seem to do that. Okay, we're actually going to angle this slightly more in. And we're going to take this and just give the nice pupils and the irises. Have a light coming in from that side. So the nose is going to start. We're only going to have it apparent about like right in here. That's about all the eye that we're going to care about. So then we're going to take this in, we'll take that in. And because this eye is going to be heavily foreshortened. You know what? I've changed my mind. This is actually going to go out farther. Yeah, this eye is not looking as hot. Okay. That's, if we take this back just a little bit, I think it'll be good. Okay, yeah, actually, I think we're looking pretty alright here. We're just gonna be simple with this mouth. Just happy face, smile. So, I kind of like how this face is looking. Like this one's kind of alright. It's at a little bit more of an extreme angle than what we was doing for a lot of the others. So I had to foreshorten this eye. Foreshorten? Yeah, I think that's the right word. And it was looking pretty alright. It's looking pretty alright. I'm happy about it. Ear. Ear because we've been putting them on even though they never look right. And I always hide them anyway. Yeah. We're looking pretty good. I'm kind of happy about it. So what is that? That's number 5. But I also did kind of decide to go off a little bit over here. Just being a fucking gremlin. Okay. We'll do a few more heads. I don't know if we'll actually go to the 10 today, because we're actually doing really well with them. But I'm actually going to take a minor break. I'm going to go grab some water, and then I will be back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm gonna... Okay, my glove is here. I'm gonna recheck, make sure I'm unmuted. Yep. Okay. Audio's all good and working. Alright. Yeah, I'm liking how we're doing. I think we're doing really good at art. We're doing a lot better. Like just I've only been doing art for about 4 months and it's amazing to me. Like if I'm gonna actually talk about it. Like I started we're actually coming up to about the 1 year anniversary since I started doing art, period. Like, I started doing art about a year ago. And that was, like, the first time I actually picked up a pencil and was trying to draw. But I was way too busy to do it until the beginning of summer. So I guess we've been doing it for about 6 months. 6, 7 months-ish. And I think that's all the time we've been doing it, but man, it feels like everything feels, it's strange. It's strange. Like, I never thought I'd really even be this good at art. Well, color-wise. Well, color-wise. On anatomy and stuff. Like, I still need to learn colors a little bit. Because my color theory ain't the greatest. A lot of the colors on my images aren't looking the greatest. A lot of my colors aren't looking the greatest, but that's okay. And I spend a little bit too much time going into detail because I don't know what all details I need to go and define. So I just go and I'm like, okay, so this is structured like this and everything else. But I'm really happy at how we're doing. Like, I'm so happy I'm streaming this journey, because even though most people don't tune in, when they do, it makes me happy. And especially, like, to Beans, who was here a little while ago. I really appreciate him, because he was just coming by, chatting with me. He was just coming by and chatting with me. He was, and it was nice. He was just talking to me while I was doing the art, and I tried to keep a good conversation going. And I really appreciate it. I appreciate anyone that comes in. Like, I most of the time look at my statistics after stream, and I enjoy it. I come from a social media marketing background, which recently got overturned because I was working for a local marketing firm, and they decided very recently, they was just like, we don't have room for another marketer on the team. So I ended up losing my job there. But it's always nice to come back on here and stream. I'll be honest. Like, I'm very fortunate. I ended up getting done with them. And I was like, okay, now what? And then, not even a week later, because they let me go. And then and then that was 2 weeks ago. And I've already made a social media campaign for another company. And I'm so grateful for it. Because, like, I was able to bounce back and just take absolutely everything that I learned from that job and be like, okay, well, I'm using it for my next job. And the people who went and found me, so I was just going, I was like, hey, I need a job. You guys would you guys be interested in a social media marketer? And they was like, yes, we have a grand opening coming up in a few months. And I was like, okay, I can do that. As just a little bit of a precursor to everything, do you want me to give you a social media campaign that I'm going to plan out? And I was like, this is my portfolio. This is what I've created in the past. This is the quality of work you can expect from me. And they was like, yeah, we'd love to see what you're capable of. So I actually pitched them my campaign today, and they liked it. This one's not looking the greatest, and they actually just loved it. So I've been really fortunate in that aspect because I just went from working a job to them letting me go to I was working at a job doing social media marketing, and then they let me go, and then I managed to bounce right back and get the same job somewhere else. This one's bad. Yeah. Actually, I haven't flipped this one. How's this one look? Not the worst. Yeah, this one's not bad. This one's good. This one's good. This one I played around with it a little bit. I think we'll do one more? One more? We'll do 7 for tonight. Or maybe 2. I think we'll do 2 more. But I was able to just bounce right back and get straight back into social media marketing. So it didn't matter. I wasn't held down any. And like, it's unfortunate that the company I was working for just kind of let me go all of a sudden. But it's okay. I don't hold it against them. Like, I understand. Like, they really didn't need me. So I kind of saw it coming, because I was like, my work is very, very few and far between. And I don't work as hard. I knew I wasn't working as hard, but they just genuinely didn't have anything for me to do. So I kind of saw it coming. And I made a little bit of preparation, which was why whenever they let me go, I was able to bounce back so quickly, because while it was just completely sudden and out of the blue, I already was talking to another, employer. And some people would be like, oh, you shouldn't be talking to another employer while you're already employed. That's planning to fail. I'm like, I got fired. There's not much I can do about it. Oh, that was my back. This is looking funky. Okay. And like, there's a certain way I kind of want to do eyes. I'm not able to do it right now. I don't know why, but I found a way to do the eyes. I'm trying to do it, but I'm also not able to completely replicate it right now. I don't know why. But yeah, because I found an artwork and they did eyes a certain way, And I really liked kind of the style that they were going for with the eye. So I kind of found out how I kind of want to just frame basically all my eyes going forward. And if that's possible, I would like to do that. Hey. Or at least just use that as a template. Okay, this actually should have been... I'm not liking this one, I'll be honest. Let's see if I flip it and I can find out a little what I'm doing wrong. I know, I might need to look at some of my head anatomy. Like I'm not going off of previous sketches. I'm literally just being like, we'll just do it like this. Like, I could be doing something wrong. But all I'm worrying about is making them look nice. If they look nice, I'm happy. Do this absolutely shit-eating grin again. I'm liking the smile. I don't know why. Not liking how I did that one, but... I'm not liking how I did that one. But... yeah, I feel like whenever I do this grin, I gotta put it like right in the middle of the face. Like, I can pull it to one side a little bit, but not a lot. Like, I can pull it to one side of the face, and that's alright, but not a lot. I don't know, that's looking pretty bad. I'll be honest on that one. Yeah, that one's looking pretty bad. Okay, we'll get it off the screen. Okay, final one for tonight, and then we're gonna wrap up for today. I'd just like to thank everyone for coming out. Like, I really like doing art. I like doing art on stream. Maybe I shouldn't be sketching so much on stream. I genuinely don't know. Like, I'm not sure. Like, next week, but next week things are going to change. So next week I'm actually going to be debuting, I guess. So I made a Vroid model. And I need to stop playing with these doors. I made a Vroid model. I'm not the greatest at Vroid or anything. Like, I was just kind of playing around with it and ended up making a Vroid model. It is nothing special. It is absolutely nothing special. But what it is it's going to... I want to try out VTubing. I don't know how good I'll be at it, but I want to try it out next week. So I don't know how long I'll do it. I'll probably be a VTuber for at least a month. I'll see how things go. I'll see how I like it. I'll see if I like the setup to it. Because I feel I should have some sort of screen. Basically me in the corner. And I think that might be just a neat little thing. If not, I might actually try just doing a face stream. See if that See if that makes any difference. See if I like doing the face stream. Which, I'm kind of interested in doing face streams. I'm kind of interested in doing face streams as well. So I don't know. I'm gonna play around with it. I'm entirely just trying to learn and think about content and do content. Create content that I like. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with content going forward. Like, I'm just doing this for fun. Like, I've said that 1,000 times. But I can still have fun and try to work on bettering the stream, if that makes sense. It's not looking the greatest. Yeah, I can still have fun and work on the stream and continue to try to make the stream better. So that's what I'm going to try to do. And actually, so another thing I'm going to be doing this week. So the debut is next week. This week I'm going to be starting playing Hollow Knight. I got a suggestion from a guy named Beans, and he told me to play Hollow Knight. And I think it's an interesting idea. So we're gonna try playing it. Like I've seen, okay, so like I said, I've seen Hollow Knight speedruns. The people that are just playing the game as quickly as possible. Like I've seen a few of them. I in no way, shape, or form am saying I can do that. I'm in no way, shape, or form implying I'm gonna try to do that. But I have seen them, so I kind of understand what I'm doing a little bit. It's not the worst. That's not the worst. But I am going to be doing Hollow Knight. So I don't know how much I like playing Hollow Knight. Like it seems like a neat game, but I'm just going to try it. And I'm sure we'll end up beating it because it seems neat. It seems interesting and a lot of people like it. A lot of people like it. So I think it might be one of them fun games that we can just go and play. That I think people would enjoy. Yeah, I think it'll be just one of them games that people enjoy watching and watching people play. So I'm going to try playing Hollow Knight. And that is what's going to be this Thursday stream. So that'll segue very nicely. So our next stream is going to be Thursday. You know, Thursday night stream, Thursday night game night, that's when we're going to be playing Hollow Knight. I am going to kind of announce that a little bit. And we actually, sneak peek, we may have new alerts by then. Well, I guess that's not a sneak peek, that's just a spoiler. We might have new alerts by then. We might have a new gaming setup. We'll actually just have a new setup in general. Because I kind of want to rework this setup. Like, I'm still proud of what I did here, but I do want to change it just ever so slightly. Not ever so slightly. It'll be a complete rework of the entire stream design. But it'll be alright. I think it'll overall make the stream just better. But that's going to be it for tonight. We ended up drawing 8 faces. Some of them a lot better than others. I might end up doing a few more things tonight with art before I go to bed. I don't know. It's getting really late. It's like 10:30 here. But that's going to be it for today. So I would like to thank everyone for tuning in. I've I've definitely improved at faces. And I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy. If anyone's tuned in, I'm really happy for you tuning in. Because I'm enjoying doing art. I enjoy doing art on stream, and whenever someone comes by, it genuinely makes my day. Okay. That's going to be all for today. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. And I'd like to wish you all a very good evening. And I'll see everyone here Thursday. Goodbye, everyone.